You want to bring back the Seahawks of yesterday? Who's bringing back the Seahawks of yesterday? And even if they do, they were successful, weren't they?
Very, very successful.
Chats, we already said that one. Everyone on Raiders Reddit says Mitch is a Jets fan. Ask him about that.
That's fucking funny. I tried to post on Raider Reddit and it didn't let me. I don't know why. Get me in on Raider Reddit, guys.
Lawrence, I see Russell Wilson giving us a Denver performance. I don't want Russell Wilson.
Yeah, I
I,
don't want Russell Wilson either.
I'm almost, you know, everybody was giving shit about Pete Carroll being high because he's old and everything.
Hmm.
He's not out there running the plays. He's not out there running around the field. Russell Wilson is. Russell Wilson's past his time. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I
I
just
agree. I mean, I agree that if we do bring him in, the combination of him, Aiden O'Connell, and third quarterback yet to be named from getting in the draft
yeah.
is definitely a better quarterback room than what we had last season. And I think that does go with the competition wise that I know they're looking for. But that's not just because it's Russell Wilson. That like if you bring in any kind of veteran, that builds the competition. I think.
So Arnie, first round Sanders, second round Dot, third round Howard, fourth Gabriel, fifth Leonard, sixth McCord, seventh Purdy.
All
Uh,
quarterbacks and all the.
I are you saying that's who we should we should draft every round? I'm not understanding.
He's saying all go all quarterback round, or I mean, he's saying that's the best quarterback per round. Sanders, Dart, Howard, Gabriel, Leonard, McCord. I don't know about. I
Let's
mean,
do a
I
Duck
know
and
Purdy
Jeff
is.
race. Fuck's a Duck and Jeff race? First of all, it means I got to physically run. I ain't doing shit. Might as well bring Matt Flynn back. Oh my god, that was one of the worst moves they ever made.
Matt Flynn, that's crazy. Yes, let's. I'm gonna clip this right here. Start posting this everywhere right here. The Raiders should sign. Hold on, let's bring it back. The Raiders should sign both of us. Yes, let's start putting that into the world. Raiders, hire us, please. We're super interactive. We know what it's like to be Raider fans.
Hey, I'll gladly go and play guard, even at 55 years old. I could probably still outplay Palmer.
I mean, I don't know about playing, but media wise, I'm a little too small to play. But
Oh god, fuck the Chiefs.
yeah, fuck the Chiefs.
Revs after Chiefs
Barkley,
is
I think
50. Yeah.
Barkley is going to start to eat. I think, I think they have a good running game. It's gonna be a close game. I don't really fucking want to watch it if I'm being honest, but I think it's gonna be a good game nonetheless.
I think it's gonna be. I think Philly's defense is gonna eat them alive. I mean, shit, we got 5 sacks on Mahomes. What the hell do you think this front's gonna do on him?
Yeah. Do either of you guys have season tickets? I released mine when they moved. I turned them down, but I'm still on the waiting list. I
Oh, I
wish.
haven't looked.
I
They got
wish.
Bucky Brooks mock draft up on the board right now on the game during the
Oh,
game.
really?
Yeah, they got us taking T Mac at number 6.
I like that. Hey, I like that.
They got Sanders going number 1.
It's really, that's different.
Yeah, I gotta rewind it here because it's stopped.
But to answer your question about the season tickets, no, I don't. Not yet. I will definitely as soon as the financials start coming in with this podcast. I might have to make it a tax write off. Say it's part of my company here, but uh, definitely want to get season tickets. That would be great. For the stuff that I want to do, uh, content wise, I think that's probably a good investment for me.
I can't. It won't come back up now.
Y'all should become Chiefs fans. Raiders aren't in California. Well, I'll tell you what's good. Jeff's not even in California. And I'm moving out of California. So does that really
I don't live in
matter?
California either.
That's what I'm saying. Like he doesn't even live in California.
Yeah.
I'm leaving California, so like it doesn't really matter.
I'm about as far away from where the Raiders are than you could pretty much get on in the United States if you head east.
No, literally. Legit though.
Seriously. I live on the, well, I don't live on the ocean. My state is on the ocean. Let's see. I really wanted to
That's
bet on the Eagles, but those pesky
coast to
refs. Yeah, I don't
coast.
trust them either.
Only if they had odds on refs blowing calls, I'd probably go on the over on that for sure.
Well, Mahomes blowing refs. Take your pick. I don't live in
Peter
Cali, Texas,
Schrager
but
nailed
fuck
both
the
of the last two
Cowboys.
drafts. Let me see. You know what? I'm very interested on. You said
That's
Bucky
why
Brooks.
yeah, Bucky Brooks is the one that he just had up.
All right, I'm gonna
I
go.
can bring it up. I'm curious now too.
Yeah, I'm. Uh, I'm very curious about Peter Schrager because I know he's predicted the Super Bowl winner or the participants the past like 4 years as well.
He's good. He's on the money with a lot of his predictions.
Yeah.
Especially, I'm telling you, especially his mock drafts. His mock drafts are usually pretty damn good. I mean, I've been watching Good Morning Football now probably for like the last like 5 years religiously
Mm-hmm.
every morning.
It's pretty good. It's very good.
I love that show. I especially love Tuesdays when Kyle Brandt does his angry run segment.
His angry runs, those are good.
Yeah, those are great. Obviously, we're never on it with any of our plays because we just absolutely suck.
Well, we need a running back first, and then maybe we'll
Yeah,
get on some angry
that's what I
runs.
mean. Yeah, he's got Tennessee Titans. Bucky Brooks
Oh,
taking
does he?
Shador Sanders with the first. Then Cleveland taking Abdul Carter. Oh my God. Can you imagine him paired up with Miles Garrett? For the love of God.
Jeez, Louise.
They got the Giants taking Ward.
Giants taking Ward.
Yeah, the Patriots taking Travis Hunter.
Really? That would.
Yeah.
I've seen that a couple of times, and honestly, that would be a great move for the Patriots. I think it would be a great move.
They got the Jaguars taking Mason Graham.
Jaguars taking Mason Graham.
Yeah,
Right.
at number 5. And then for number 6, they got us taking T Mac.
I
And
like
the
T-Mac.
notes on it, the notes say upgrading the talent on the perimeter is a top priority for a Raiders offense that relied extensively on rookie tight end Brock Bowers in 2024.
Yep.
Let's see, Jets taking Will Campbell, Mikael Williams to Carolina, Jalen Walker to the Saints, Armin Membu, offensive line to Chicago.
Mm,
The 49ers are the ones where he's got Will Johnson going to from Michigan.
that far, really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's not that far, but still.
And Dallas Cowboys, who do you think he's got them taking at number 12?
Probably Ashton Jency.
Yes, absolutely. Where everybody thinks he's gonna go.
Yeah.
Which I think if the guys we really want in the first round are gone, I wouldn't be surprised if we try it. But what do you got to lose?
Yep.
Off of the pick to the Cowboys, see what they're willing to give up for a trade.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's who the hell they want.
Yeah,
I can't
no,
imagine
for sure.
wanting anybody else. Absolutely not.
Yes, Space Beast, that is the plan to move to Vegas, get closer to the Raiders. You probably sneak into some kind of media role. That would be nice. But definitely to do more content is my main goal. Mahomes gonna flop in the Super Bowl. How likely do you think that is?
Probably.
You think so? You think that's pretty likely? I don't
I
think
hope
so.
so.
I hope so, but I don't. I mean,
I think he's gonna flop in 2 ways. I think he's gonna have a shitty game, and I think he's gonna do like soccer players do. He's gonna try and oversell bad hits and shit.
yeah, but he always gets them. That's the difference. He always fucking gets those.
Yeah.
How many
All
times
right,
has
so
Taylor
this
Swift?
East West Shrine game's almost over. There's 24 seconds left, and the East team is coming out to no, the West team is trying a 55-yard field goal attempt.
What's the score?
25-0.
25 to
East
nothing
East
East.
is beating the West 25-0.
Damn.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. The Patriots grabbed Gonzalez, what, last year? Was
2
it
years
last
ago
year's
now.
draft? 2 years ago.
Yeah, Travis Hunter and yeah, Gonzalez would be fucking insane. Those two corners would be insane.
I
Miss you,
hope not,
Seattle
only
fans.
because I don't want anything to do with anybody that's a fan like that coming over here just because of the coach.
If it
I
means
don't want
more
that.
blackout though, I'm not gonna complain that much about it, but yeah, I don't
Yeah.
stay your own fucking fandom though.
Yeah. Stay on that West division. Stay on
The
NFC
NFC
West.
West.
Stay out of the AFC West.
Do you see our stadium getting more blackout games this year? I hope so. I hope so. But with that comes with a better team, which I think we are going to be building. And I think this is going to be, you know, a step in the right direction. I don't think we're going to be a great team. I think we are going to consistently get better, though. At least that's my hope and my goal for this team. Um,
He
but yeah,
missed the field goal, by the way.
he missed it.
Wide left.
Fucking A. Who do the Bengals take in the first round? I appreciate you, Wheezy. I know you're a Bengals fan, but honestly, I have no clue about the roster construction of the Bengals. So, yeah.
Well, I'm Bucky Brooks. He's got them at number 17, taking Colston Loveland, the tight end from Michigan.
Colston Loveland would be nice. Colston Loveland is nice. He's probably the best tight end in the. Or no, Tyler Warren is, but Colston Loveland is definitely right there.
Let's see what Jeremiah's got you guys taking. Daniel Jeremiah at number 17 pick for the Bengals. He's got them taking Walter Nolan, Mississippi defensive tackle, and he's a junior.
He's nice. Walter Nolan is good. I think I like the Loveland pick though. If I'm being honest,
Oh, and Daniel Jeremiah, by the way, guess who he's got the Cowboys picking?
is it Ashton Genty?
Yep.
I think everybody just knows that's where Genty's gonna go. If they're honestly, if the Raiders don't fucking pick him, that's definitely where he's
Yeah.
gonna go. Are more season ticket holding going not sell tickets to rival fans? I hope people don't fucking sell their tickets to rival fans. I know that was a big problem this past year. Um, but I hope that's not gonna happen. Hopefully,
I think
go ahead.
I was gonna say I think with Pete Carroll coming in here, it's gonna give that sense of a better hope than what we had last year going into the start of the season. You know,
Uh-huh.
I mean, everybody thought we were going to be good going into this past season based on how 2023 ended.
Yeah.
You know, and what AP kind of established in that second half of the season. But that all went to shit the second we hired Getty. Fucking horrible move. Jeff sounds like he's in a
Hold
bubble.
on, Jeff. Hold on, Jeff.
Yeah, we don't know what the issue is. I mean, Mike.
Can you hear me?
No, you're talking about my sound still. I sound like I'm
Yeah,
in a bubble.
I reloaded the page. That's why. Right now, just to see if that would work. But yeah. So hopefully it's not as bubbly anymore or Terminator-y. What round would you pick Milrow in Senior Bowl? His draft stock is down. What round I would pick Milrow? Undrafted free agent. Nah, that's too harsh. But I would honestly, I don't really like Milrow. I understand his ceiling is pretty high. I would say like he has a really good arm and his mobility is probably the best in this class. But I think it's gonna take a while. He's a project. At least 2 years to really learn. Um, I would go four or less for sure. I wouldn't take a top. I think he's getting mocked like second round right now, second or third, and I would go all the way to 4 or 5 at the very highest. If I'm being that's my personal opinion at least.
Is that the guy with the small hands? No.
I think so. I think Milrow does have small hands.
Well, I don't think well, I shouldn't say we shouldn't have to worry about it, but I mean, if we get Dart, I mean, obviously we're not going to be drafting another quarterback.
Yeah,
I'm kind of hoping that's who Pete Carroll wants to go with, but we'll see.
I can see it. That's the thing is I can totally see it. I think it all really depends on his stock is getting higher and higher like honestly every day though. That's what's kind of scaring me. He's kind of playing himself out of that second round.
Yeah, he's playing himself into mid first round now,
Yeah, exactly. So it's like
which wouldn't be a bad idea if we really want him. Where trading with the Cowboys wouldn't be a bad thing.
yeah, exactly. Cuz
Like,
there's
is
still
he?
a ton of talent in this class. Like a ton. So
Well, plus, do do you take that chance and draft him in number six? That's still kind of
no.
a high pick for him,
Go ahead.
you know. But you move back to like the 12th or so, you know. Then yeah, now you're talking, you know. Then you could
It's
even take that 12th round pick and move back to like say 15 or 16
get even
and
more.
gain a second round pick out of it or a
Yeah.
third round pick out of it,
Yeah. I agree.
you know.
If that's the plan they have, I honestly would not be mad at it. Um Obviously it kind of just depends on who you pick at that point. You can't just, call it a wash at that point. But I've seen a crazy ass fucking mock draft where we trade up to 4. We trade with the Patriots. I don't know what the whole trade entailed. It had something to do with like Michael Mayer and like a third and like I think it was like 2/3 and Michael Mayer or something like that. It included Michael Mayer though, I know for sure. And we move up to 4 and we still draft Dart. I was like, why would we do that? Like that doesn't make any sense to me.
No,
And I'm
drafting quarterbacks is stupid.
and I'm arguably the biggest Jackson Dart fan. So it's like even if I think that's stupid, like that's pretty dumb, honestly.
Yeah, I don't agree with that one at all. And I think Dart has more upside than Shador does, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree.
I've been all through stadium for the Raiders. The Rams was a good showing. Oakland was always blacked out.
The
When it
Rams.
was Vegas to start, that's the problem. You're in such a huge tourist section.
Yeah, exactly. It's more of like who does not want to go to Vegas? It's more of like everyone wants has that. It's just so easy because basically their whole town is full of hotels. Their whole thing
Yeah,
is entertainment. So like it's the easiest place to travel to arguably. Um so I get it. I mean, it makes sense why people are going, you know. Milrow is the most athletic quarterback plus a rocket arm. Just needs time to develop. And I agree. And if you can find somebody that can really teach him how to be a quarterback, not just
hmm
a runner with the ball that can, periodically throw the ball,
yeah.
he could be a good quarterback. It's just he needs a lot of time to develop. I think personally. And honestly, when was the last time that one of those guys like really developed like that? I mean, I guess you can say Josh Allen, but like even then, he was still a first round like pick. He still had that first round talent. Milrow is still gonna be a second round, third round guy. Like when it's all said and down, probably a second round guy because the quarterback position holds so much value. But like, has those guys really ever become not in recent memory at least that I can think of off the top of my head? Not a second round project guy hasn't really like bursted onto the scene like everybody had expected.
Yeah. Arnie, if we draft Dart with the sixth pick, would you be disappointed, mad, or satisfied? We got our QB. Nothing matter. Nothing. QB. Nothing matters. The reach. I, I still don't think he's a. I mean, right now, as we sit here today talking, he's probably not a sixth overall pick. Um, After
No.
all the evaluations on him are done, the Senior Bowl's over, the combine's done. If he does a pro day, and then they kind of give that final ranking where he ends up. Say they got him ranked at should be no better than a 10, number 10 pick,
Mm-hmm.
and we take him at number 6. I wouldn't be upset by that because it's still a major need. You know.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I would be a little disappointed, but it's hard to be mad at because like he's arguably one of my favorite players this draft. And you do fill that position at quarterback, and I also do think he with he's gonna sit, and I would like him to sit behind AOC or a veteran quarterback for at least a year, so he can
Hmm.
really learn the system. And obviously, quarterbacks that sit in recent memory have worked out, so I think it would be a good idea. But like you were saying, I think he's just not worth he's not worth the pick with the talent that is gonna still be at 6. Because if we stay at 6, you're gonna luck into a T Mac, a Will Johnson, probably a Travis Hunter who keeps falling down draft boards for some reason. Uh,
Yeah.
I like there's so much more talent at the draft at the 6th position that's actually like worth it. I think you have to draft for best player available rather than need. For that first round pick at least.
Yeah.
It just
Well,
makes
I
the most
mean,
sense.
at one point, Travis was projected to go number one overall, regardless of who
Of
had the
who?
first
Yeah.
pick. Because he was just clearly that talented. But I guess he had a little bit of a drop off towards the end. But I think a lot of that also had to do with his quarterback too.
Mm,
That bowl game didn't do him any favors, that's for sure.
no, definitely not.
You
But
know,
if
when,
he,
when you got when you got your running back that gets sacked so many times and ends the game with negative 36
yeah,
yards,
it's
that
crazy.
and he's supposed to be a somewhat mobile quarterback. Not if he's got negative 36 yards. That means he couldn't
No.
shake the sacks off. Couldn't shake off the rush.
Yeah. Honestly, to me, watching Colorado games, like, not being like a full tape guy and watching the tape and like analyzing like that kind of stuff, like so in depthly like that, but just normal watching Colorado games throughout the year, it looked like it was Travis Hunter that was making Shadur Sanders look that much more better, if I'm being
Yeah,
completely honest. Like, Travis Hunter is a one of a kind player, and I really don't know why he continues to fall. And if he runs at the combine or if he just tests anything, I think his draft stock is going to start to continue to go up. But I honestly I think maybe because of the whole girlfriend thing, or I don't know why, but that I mean he's a great player. That's basically what I'm trying to say. He's a great fucking player. Leo, what's up, Leo?
What's up, Leo? How you doing, brother?
Currently ranked outside of top 40 for Jackson Dart with Milrow. Cam Ward is ranked 12, Shadur Sanders 16, just based on talent. Mm, on big board. So who's one? Is it Travis Hunter? So then who's like top 5? Hunter, Carter, uh you know what?
I
Let's
don't know
see.
where he's getting that ranking from.
Is
It,
that yeah, is
uh,
that your personal ranking or
if we're doing personal rankings, then Shador's undrafted free agent.
Come on, even I had Milrow at
So
fucking 4th.
so's Ward.
Ward, do you think Ward is
No,
honestly, I think Ward
and
is
Ward's definitely the better of the two.
yeah, yeah, no, for sure. I honestly I think Ward has the potential to be the best quarterback out of this draft. Um, I like a lot of what he does.
Yeah,
Uh, I think it's just he's gonna get honestly
thanks,
fucked
Chris.
over with going to Tennessee or Cleveland, who's not known to be, quarterback friendly, to say,
No,
kindly.
not even close. Like I said before, that's where quarterbacks go to die. Is they go to Cleveland.
Right? Exactly. So, I mean, I really do like Cam Ward, and I honestly haven't talked a lot about him, mainly because I think he's just out of range for the Raiders. But I do a lot. I do like a lot of what he does. But yeah, he's just gonna get fucked over with wherever he goes. That's my thinking.
No, they've shown now that that Senior Bowl game is over. The Shrine game.
Uh huh.
They're replaying the practices from today at the Reese Senior Bowl.
Oh, that's
So right
on
now you
Saturday.
got yeah, that's Saturday at 2 o'clock.
Uh huh.
So they got in the booth. Daniel Jeremiah is sitting there with them now, and he's talking about some of these players that are practicing.
Nice.
So I mean, it's nice to talk about what we like to see us take in the draft, but again, and until we get, you know, until all these players are fully evaluated, it's no different than us talking about what we wanted to do in free agency before we even knew who the coach or GM was going to be. Now that we're at that point, the free agency we can talk about,
Mm-hmm.
with no problems. That's the first thing that comes. March was it third?
Mm-hmm.
Free agency opens. Do I expect us to be a big player in that? Possibly. Knowing what I've seen physically with looking it up and seeing how much the Pete Carroll teams in Seattle moved around the draft board, and even the short time frame that Spytech was involved with Tampa. I think it was only like 4 years. Um, in the position he was in, being able to have drafts under his belt. They moved around too, but nowhere near as much as Seattle. I mean, Seattle was trading like multiple picks for players or trading a player for multiple picks back.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, none of them were he was moving up in a draft, like moving up to like a top five from being at like 15. It was always the other way around. He
Yeah.
was always trading back into the back, further back in the round, or trading out of a round, but then he would trade back into a round, but only because he accumulated so many picks, it was easy for him to move around a lot more.
Right. Exactly.
You know,
Yeah, and I seen that. Um. I seen this statistic. I don't remember where, but the first year in Seattle that Pete Carroll had, he
right,
had
right.
he had over 300 different combinations of active roster. Um, and so that means that's a lot of evaluation going on to see who is the right pieces, who are the right
Mm-hmm.
fits, who is here to play fucking ball. And I really like that stat because that's really doing your due diligence and making sure like we have the guys that we want and this is the kind of guys that we want to play on our team. So I'm
See you.
hoping
Thanks for stopping in.
yeah, thank you, Chris. So I'm hoping that that same thing happens here, where we do see a lot of moving and shaking and people going in and out, and because that means that they're really actually going for it. That's what it will show me that they're really
Yeah,
doing this thing. Like they're really speaking. They're doing the actions of what they're speaking. So that's what I'm hoping for, and I'm hoping to see from here on out. Honestly.
Spike Tech wants to be aggressive in free agency. Who would be a top free agent to improve our roster?
I think Spytek's gonna go get Godwin. But my top free
Yeah, I
agent,
wouldn't be surprised.
my top free agent is the guard from Kansas City. I think that's
Yeah,
the immediate need. That's the person that's not on our team right now. Is
I agree with
the guard?
100%.
The guard in Kansas City for
Yeah,
sure.
the 100%. That's our biggest need right now. I seriously think that is because without that, your quarterback's going to get beat up. The running game's going to stall again. Receivers aren't going to be worth anything no matter who you get because your quarterback's not going to have time to throw.
Hmm.
We need some good sized guards that know what the fuck they're doing. Our guards now are too undersized. They're not big enough to help hold back. I mean, we got to play Chris Jones twice a year, Bosa twice a year. I forget who the big game is on Denver, but either way, whoever it is, you still got to play them twice a year too. you know, uh, Chris Jones is the biggest one. If you can't stop him on the inside,
Yep.
what the fuck? You know, you need those guards. We need two guards, and I'm telling you, I think we seriously need to consider making sure that we draft a left tackle to groom behind Miller because I don't know if Miller is going to want to come back after the 25 season because he is a free agent at the end of this next season.
Hmm.
You know, and you lose him for nothing. So either offer him up as a trade or keep him, and hopefully that just this season alone, whoever we draft or pick up, or whatever, that can be groomed behind him to take over for 2026 season.
Hmm.
You've got to get ready. And it could still give him competition, but he could lose his job out too.
Well, like if hypothetically, like if that happens, we can have DJ Glaze move over to the left tackle spot and have Mumford step in. Mumford has done well when stepping in at the right tackle spot. I don't know about left,
Yeah,
but the right tackle spot he's been better than the left. Um, and then obviously if we sign the guard from Kansas City, uh, I think that really solidifies the inside for sure.
yeah. I mean, it's just whoever we have on the left side has got to make sure that they're protecting whoever the quarterback's playing his blind side because if Glaze can't handle the pass rush on the left side of some of the best defensive ends in the league that we're going to be going up against, we're going to be hurting again because the quarterback's going to get his ass whooped.
Yeah.
He's going to be getting dropped left and right.
Yep. Exactly.
Choose one: Mooring, Holland, Epps, or Baker.
I'm gonna keep the guy that we got, and that's Trayvon Merrick. Honestly,
Yeah,
especially with re-signing Patrick Graham and what he did this year, and he really started to solidify his name as one of the better safeties in the league. If he continued to just develop and he's gotten better every year, so if he continues that trend, I'm just gonna keep our guy because Epps is older. Baker and Holland, we don't know how they're gonna fit into Patrick Graham's scheme. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go with keeping the guy that we got, who's
yeah.
continuously grown every year.
He's talking about Buda Baker. Somebody's
Yeah,
we.
he
I think.
re-signed. Yeah,
Yeah, he just resigned, so he's not even an option now. That name came up a little too late, I think.
yeah. They said that yesterday as well, and then we
Yeah.
figured out that yeah,
Do you resign Max and Spillane 5-year extension together?
I think we
Five
got
years,
to.
you're gonna have to wait and see what he's wanting for money, and it's got to be somewhat of a team-friendly contract. I mean, you can't keep paying him to the value of like I'm sorry, T.J. Watt's still the best defensive end in the league. You can't keep paying him T.J. Watt style money,
Uh huh.
when he's not playing up to that same caliber. That's my thing. So that contract that you would have to work out with him is going to take some serious time. The good thing is he's still on contract for 2 more years, so you got plenty of time to work something out with him.
Yeah.
I kind of hope it happens before the season starts, so he doesn't decide to pull it. Well, I'm not showing up. You know. So choose one: Spillane, Bourne.
Nick Bolton.
Nick Bolton.
I really like Spillane. It's hard to. I mean, Nick Bolton is a great player too, though. You can arguably, put him in that same conversation. But I think again, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the guy. And I know it kind of seems like I'm just picking all the fucking Homer guys, but like I really like Spillane. He's the heart of that defense. Especially when Max wasn't playing,
Yeah.
you really felt it. His leadership, and I think that just goes to show you that that's somebody that we need to resign for sure.
Choose one. Sweat. Are you talking about the Sweat that came from Washington before the
Washington,
season?
yeah. Well, he's on Chicago now, no?
I think so.
I
So
think they
choose one.
re-signed
Sweat,
him too.
Mac, Chason, or Coombs.
I'm taking
Sweat.
Chason and Coons because they're
You can only
cheaper.
choose one. You can choose one.
Chason. Sorry, got a little too big for my bridges there.
I would think I would have to go with Sweat.
I think Sweat is gonna demand too much money. He's a I
Is
guess
he a free
I was gonna
agent
say
though?
he was a former. I don't think he is, but if if we're just gonna go off of what Arnie's asking, uh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and go with Chason. Again, I'm gonna take the fucking Homer guy, but one, I don't think Sweat is a free agent, and then two, um, Chason did really well, and he's gonna want less money than Sweat is gonna want if he is a free agent, and Mac, and honestly potentially Coons as well. I think
Yeah.
he'd be the cheapest out of those four guys. Max is a beast. Would you like to see him? Would like to see him create more turnovers though. I completely agree.
I'd like to see him get more sacks. That's my big thing. If he's not getting
Yes,
sacks, then what are we paying him for?
I completely
You know?
agree, and he knows this as well. He knows that he needs to make create more turnovers because I seen he did a podcast with who? He did a podcast recently. And he said that that was an emphasis that he's going to try to make this offseason while in training, that he's going to try to be a more turnover creative kind of guy to
Mm-hmm.
get the ball out, get the offense more chances because the defense was on the fucking field for a really long time this entire
Yeah.
year. And the more that the offense is on the field, the more likely that means we're going to win the game. So, if that happens and he gets more creative trying to get more turnovers, I'm all for it. I don't know why it's not popping up.
So you got anything else for tonight, or?
I think I'm all good, honestly. You got any last things you want to say?
Not really. Other than get over to my guy LV rated 10. Get over to
Yes.
him. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe, hit the notifications. He's my every Thursday night partner here on Raiders Coast to Coast. Then him and myself are also on a show on Wednesday nights called The Raider Connection.
Yep.
It's the two of us. It's Jay from Just Raiders Baby, and Cheeto Linus is also on there. Leo. So it's stuff for us every Wednesday night, 10 o'clock p.m. Eastern time, 7 o'clock Pacific. And this show here, Coast to Coast, is 10 o'clock Eastern time, 7 o'clock Pacific. Also,
Yes.
you got anything else coming up on your gaming site, your gaming channel?
Yeah, so if any of you guys are interested in gaming, and I do Twitch and YouTube lives every I try to do it every Sunday and Monday. I have been doing Tuesdays. I think that's going to start to be the new normal. Tuesdays I think just works best in my schedule. So I think I'm going
Mm-hmm.
to start moving it over to Tuesdays, but I just started a Road to Glory on College Football 25, and it's been fun and very fucking difficult. So if you like bad gameplay, I would definitely say to come on over and find my gaming channel. That's LV Raider Gaming on YouTube, and then LV Raider 10 on Twitch if you have either of those platforms. Uh, Go ahead and come on over. I mean, you can watch my lives. They're posted on my YouTube channel. Again, LV Raider Gaming. Uh, so yeah, if you're interested in gaming, just stay subscribed. Follow me on Instagram. I always post when I'm gonna be live on there.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Um, only thing that I got possibly coming up right now, other than the two shows that Nate and I are on together, tomorrow night, Turf is heading out again tomorrow for another gymnastics meet for his daughter. So he won't be around this weekend. So I think I might be going on live again tomorrow night for like a Friday night live thing. Anybody that pulls in, if you want to get in,
what's up, AR?
right, wants to get on camera or whatever, or wants to get in the chat, we'll be there. So make sure you hit the notification on my when you subscribe to my channel, so you'll know when I go on tomorrow night. But more than likely, we'll be on tomorrow night doing something.
Mm-hmm.
So pull up. We'll talk Raiders. We'll talk draft. We'll talk free agency. Talk coaches. Cookie recipes. Anything you want to talk about. You got any dating problems? Maybe we can fix that for you. No. So that's about it for us tonight. So thank you everybody for tuning in. We appreciate everybody that supports us.
Yes, definitely.
We really do appreciate it. Every little bit helps. Every time you guys go to one of our channels and subscribe, like I said, we got to work on getting Nate's subs up. So
Yeah, make sure to tell all of your Raider friends. Make sure
yeah, tell all
they
your friends, tell
look
your
over.
family, tell them it's free. They can just click on that little red subscription button.
Yep, it's free and it only helps. So
It's free and it's two pushes of a mouse or two pushes on your phone on your screen. So make sure you get everybody to do that. So until next week, maybe we'll have more news.
mm-hmm.
You know.
Always seems to come up sometime during the week. That's for sure.
Yep. Yep. So
All
until
right,
then,
everyone. Thank you,
take care,
guys.
everybody.
Just
Go